toilet's on the front lawn.
Look at it. It's wet.
This is awesome. Didn't it tell you?
Where do you want it, lady?
Well, I think I might like it over there, but I believe you better ask the owner of the house.
To the right in the living room. And be careful with that. It's early 20th century. Mama, Bill, I need help here.
Kind of a rough morning, huh?
Oh, please. The movers are a day late. I have to be in court this morning, and I have to leave my mother in charge of everything. Other than that, I'm swell. What brings you two here?
Well, I was just driving Kel to school.
I had to see your house, Renee. This is like a total mansion.
And,
Baccarat.
well, I couldn't very well get you something at the Five and Dime. Now I could have.
Oh, Emmy, it's beautiful, but...
But what? I can't afford it? Let me tell you something. That is not going to change my minimum monthly payment one bit.
Is that the excuse you used with Collier when you told him you charge your writing class?
Oh, well, I haven't told him that yet.
And me?
I know, I'm gonna. Just can't quite figure out how.
How about this? Honey, I have incredible talent, but no discipline. I need this class.
What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate.
That's new.
I think it has something to do with a new guy in her drama class named Jason.
I thought she was a prop master.
Well, she was until young Olivier arrived. Now she's an understudy.
Thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Well, my job's done. Buddy is out of her crate, and no one is bleeding.
Mama, that goes in the solarium.
You sure? Looks like a dining room chair to me.
I can't believe you're leaving. Oh, this is a housewarming gift from The Sims. Mama, should we have a few words before I go?
Nice chunk of change.
Oh, I think I got it under control. Morning, Mary Elizabeth Kelly.
How you doing, Miss Jackson?
I'm good, but my daughter is better.
Yeah, this place is great. Let me know if you ever need a roommate.
Oh, well, she won't have any extra room once the grandkids arrive. Renee, you know what just occurred to me? This place is so spacious and the grounds are so lush. We could have the wedding right here. You did say it was going to be a spring wedding now, didn't you? Oh, it'll be so beautiful. Oh.
You didn't tell her we called it off.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. It isn't now. I'll be gone alone.
You never said anything to her?
I didn't think there was a rush. We never actually set a date.
You have to tell her.
Tell her what? If we've postponed the wedding indefinitely, she'll want to know what indefinitely means. I want to know what it means.
Renee.
Bill, this wedding means everything to her. It's all she talks about. She's even bought a dress.
Well, then just say we've decided on a longer engagement. She can still wear her dress eventually, and you will too.
Thanks.
Look, handle it however you want to handle it. Just don't make me out to be the bad guy, okay?
Like I could. She adores you.
Well, you might be tempted. I can't stay over. I have to cover a stakeout.
What? This is our first night here.
I know.
I was gonna order Chinese, light candles, pretend the electricity hasn't been turned on yet.
I'm sorry, baby, really. Hopefully Mary Elizabeth can stay over, or maybe your mother.
Of course I can. It'll be fun, Renee. Just the two of us.
I'm really sorry, Renee.
It's okay.
Oh, honey, this is Renee Jackson. Renee, this is my beau, Ray Gaston.
A pleasure. Love Bug's told me a lot of good things about you.
Likewise.
She tell you about our anniversary?
No, she didn't. Which one is it?
Well, 6 months ago today, we met at the BP gas station. Been inseparable ever since.
Says he can't sleep without me.
We create sympathy. What happened to you could have happened to anyone. Beyond that, we look to create reasonable doubt by suggesting causes of death other than the accident. That's where the autopsy comes in. We can convince just one juror we can hang this trial. Chances are the DA won't risk trying this case again.
But they're all going to know I ran into her. It doesn't matter if it was an accident.
They're gonna take one look at me and they're gonna think I killed her.
Wade?
Miss Jackson, I know you told me not to think that way. But I can't help it. It just keeps playing back in my head. If I hadn't reached for that stupid CD, if I hadn't been at that intersection...
Look, you weren't under the influence. You weren't driving recklessly. You got distracted and ran a red light. It could have happened to anyone. Now, that's what we need the jury to see, not guilt. All I need is one, Wade. Trust me. I'm good at finding that one.
Good morning. I'm Assistant District Attorney Jana Durham. We're here to select a jury who will fairly judge Wade Garver on the charge of vehicular manslaughter in a case that involves the death of a premature baby, one who only lived to be 11 minutes old. Do any of you have infants or children under the age of 5? Has anyone had a...
Strike all of them. Too hard to sell.
Will the lady be here? The one whose baby died? Because I don't think I can handle that.
She could be if she wanted to.
Has anyone ever driven above the speed limit? Does anyone have teenage sons? Has anyone ever been in an accident or fender bender in which you were at fault?
She's the one. Exactly what we need.
It's called essential writing, and it's given by a published author who promises that if you take this course, you will finish your novel in 52 weeks.
But we can't afford $800, Mary Elizabeth.
Collier, it's taken forever on my own. This way I'd be done in a year. 1 year.
$800?
That'll be chicken feed once my novel hits the bestseller list. Collier, I've got the talent. This'll help organize me. It'll give me a new plan of attack.
What happened to your old plan of attack? Just get up early and start writing. At least it was free.
I'm telling you, this class is gonna make all the difference. I need this, Collier.
And that and $800 we don't have.
Go work on my stories. We'll talk about this later.
Mom, Dad, meet Jason DeLuca. He just moved here from Boston, and he is like this incredible actor.
Hey, glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Oh, you must be the one that got Kelly interested in acting.
No, she was already into it. I just told her I liked her work and that she should understudy.
So you grew up in Beantown, huh?
Oh, my dad's in the service. I pretty much grew up everywhere. You know, Europe, Asia.
Isn't that just so cool? He studied drama all over, too. He's even been in a movie.
Really? Anything we might have seen?
I was an extra when they were shooting an action film in Germany. I played someone buying a Frankfurter.
Cool.
I would kill for a part like that.
Well, it was awfully nice to meet you. If you'll excuse me, I'm doing a little work on some writing for a class I have.
Oh, I told Jason you'd make us lunch while we were in lines. I mean, that's why I invited him over.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, Suge. I'll take ham and cheese.
Could you come here for a second? I'm sorry, but didn't you just hear me say that I needed to write? I mean, do you really think that you can say jump and I'm gonna say how high?
Stop that infernal jumping. Can't you see Patricia and I are preparing for our futures?
Standing funny's your future? I'm the new Miss Magnolia, and I just love to kiss boys.
Shut up, Ryan, and go away before you break something with that stupid thing.
It's called a basketball, Teresa. You're about the age I was when I started playing. You play basketball?
This is where she talks about how she has the best hook shot in Birmingham, whatever that is.
She does? Too bad I can't use it for my talent, huh?
If you keep encouraging her, she'll never leave. Now go run away from home or something, you little troll.
Can't. Renee's coming over. Hey, Patricia, I'm trying out for my school team next week. Think you could teach me your hook shot? Sure. But my teammates call me Patty.
Yeah, Ken, I can do it from here. Hey, girl! What are you doing around here?
Just going to see my friend. She lives about 2 blocks over.
Nah, that can't be right. See, you can't have friends in this neighborhood, because this is a white neighborhood, and you're as black as coal. Ain't you looking to marry lately?
Not only does she think she can come into our neighborhood, but she thinks she can date our boys, too. No, I don't. It's just a game.
Pick up your mess and go, girl. And you best never come back, because if you do...
Showed her.
So when you got into the car the morning of June 3rd, you were 25 weeks pregnant.
Wanting to go to my doctor's appointment.
That would be your OBGYN, Dr. Radson, correct?
Yes. And I was at the corner of Stanley and Mullen waiting for the red light, and it turned green, and I stepped on the gas, and then I got hit. I just remember being in the hospital after that. I was in traction. I couldn't go back to work for weeks.
Did you see the driver of the car that hit you?
Yes, that was him. I turned at the last second and I saw his face. He looked pretty scared.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Jackson.
If you saw Mr. Garver only at the last second, is it safe to assume that you weren't paying much attention as you drove through traffic?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Overruled.
Miss Holloway, do you hold yourself in any way responsible for the death of your child?
The doctor said it was the impact of our accident that caused it.
You say accident. Does that mean that you don't believe that the defendant intentionally collided with you?
No. No, I don't.
Then do you think that it's fair that he should be convicted of manslaughter when the truth is it was just a tragic accident?
Objection. That question invades the province of the jury.
Counsel, rephrase the question.
In other words, do you think he should go to jail?
No one should. It was basically God's will.
Your Honor, this is improper cross-examination. It's disgraceful and manipulative.
Your Honor, the disparaging remarks of counsel are what's manipulative here.
Sidebar. Now.
With all due respect, what are we doing here if the victim doesn't want to press charges?
The victim isn't here to say one way or the other. The victim is the child your client killed with his car.
Counsels, keep your voices down. Now, any further outbursts, and I'll find both of you in contempt. Now, I've had my fill of this today. Court is adjourned. We'll reconvene tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
What was that all about?
Nothing. All the world's a stage.
Mom, you're never gonna believe it.
I may never recover from it. What are you screaming about?
What's going on? The lead in the school play is a throat infection. I'm taking her place tomorrow night.
Oh, Kelly, that is so great. I mean, not that she's sick, but that you get to go on. Did you say tomorrow night?
Yes, and you'll bring the video camera, right? And wear something decent for pictures after.
Kel, that seminar that I signed up for is tomorrow night. I mean, I'm working on some pages for it right now.
Yeah, and
so I can't go. I mean, your dad and Davis will be there.
wait, you can't cancel some dumb class to see my stage debut?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't call it a dumb class, and normally, yes, I would change my plans for you, but this seminar's a once-a-year thing and expensive to boot.
Yeah, and this play's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Thanks a lot, Mom.
There's your daddy and me in front of our first house. Oh, it's a far cry from this fine palace that my daughter owns. But of course, you and Bill are a lot further along than we were.
Mama, I'm glad you could stay over tonight. Gives us a chance to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Bill and I have had a slight change of plans. We've decided to postpone the wedding for a while.
How long a while?
I'm not sure. The engagement is still on. We just need some time to get to know each other.
Was this Bill's idea?
I'd say it was mutual.
Oh, that means it was his idea. Oh, Renee, I am sorry.
Don't be sorry, Mama. It's just postponed, that's all.
Renee, a man's actions always speak louder than his words. And when he postpones a wedding, what he really means is it's canceled. You know that, don't you?
Thanks for bringing over this stuff. There's absolutely no food in the house. You weren't busy, were you?
No,
My
it's just
mother
right.
was driving me crazy. I mean, you think I told her I'd murdered somebody instead of we've just postponed the wedding.
Sounds like you've been having about as much fun as me.
What's going on with you?
Well, guess who put out $800 for a seminar only to find that her daughter is having her stage debut the same night.
No, what are you going to do?
Go to the seminar.
And Miss Kelly's play?
Yes. I'm horrible, right?
No.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You can see the second night, right?
Well, only if the Jensen's girl's sore throat turns into pneumonia. Do you think the universe is trying to tell me something?
Yeah, better get a refund.
Oh.
Oh, great. We should probably get back soon. I'm in trial this morning.
Yeah, I read about you in the paper. The kid who crashed into the pregnant mother, kill a baby.
Mother's an overstatement. She seemed more concerned about missing work than losing her baby.
What do you mean?
I don't know. There's just something odd about her. You know, the irony is, if it had been killed before it was born, there wouldn't even be a trial.
You want to run that by me again?
Alabama law doesn't consider a fetus that young a human being.
Well, of course it's a human being. It's a human being from the point of conception.
I don't know about conception. Please, don't give me the Catholic stuff. I know for a fact that you and Collier use birth control.
Well, don't tell me that an almost 6-month-old baby is a living thing.
Alabama state law says it only constitutes life if it's viable outside the...
Oh, don't tell me about viable. I'm talking about something with a soul, Renee. And don't get all upset and think that I'm talking about the abortion you had.
Then why are you bringing it up?
I'm not. I'm just telling you that your client killed something that can only be described as a baby.
You know what? We should probably stop talking about this before somebody gets hurt.
Okay. Don't say another word about it.
Thank you.
I broke my leg. Multiple fractures. Broken ribs. Punctured lung. Concussion.
And how long were you in the hospital?
A month, not including physical therapy for my leg.
And can you walk normally now?
It's better, but it's still hard. They say I'll always have problems.
Thank you, Wade. No further questions.
Mr. Garver, what kind of car were you driving the day of the accident?
96 Camaro,
That's what they call a muscle car, isn't that correct?
I guess.
According to DMV records, you had 2 speeding tickets prior to the accident. Do you like to drive fast, Mr. Garver?
Kinda, but that's not why I was driving that day.
Isn't
I was
it
just
true
trying
that on June 3rd you were in a rush and you had the music blaring in your muscle car?
Objection!
Counsel?
Isn't it true that on June 3rd you saw the light at Stanley and Mullen go from yellow to red and you ran it anyway?
No, that's not what happened. I just turned away just for a second. I swear. And somebody died. Someone died.
Art thou a churchman, sir?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church. For I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
It's not bad for someone who's never acted, Mr. Sims.
Right. So thanks for reading the other parts, Dad, but I think we can take it from here.
Are you sure? Because I feel like I'm just getting the hang of this stuff.
I'm sure.
There she is. You and Renee have a good breakfast?
Something like that. What are you two doing here in 7 school?
The drama teacher excused them so that Kelly could practice her lines.
Yeah, I hope it's not going to bug you too much having us here all day. I know you write and stuff.
That's fine, but thanks for asking, and thanks for helping Kel out.
Someone has to do the performances tonight.
So what do you think, Jason? Is she going to be great or what?
Not that anybody cares what I think, but we need to rehearse. Come on, Jason. Let's take this in the living room.
It's good seeing you, Mrs. Sims. And yeah, your daughter's going to be awesome.
I guess she's still mad at me. You think it's okay for me to go to the seminar, don't you?
I guess.
Now, you know that I have been to every single important event in her life. Isn't that right?
Every damn one.
Now, you'll have to admit, too, that this acting thing has come up pretty fast and furious.
Well, that too. But the crazy thing is, I have never seen her work so hard on anything in her life.
Okay. Now remember, you don't want to look at the ball when you dribble. You want to keep your eyes on the court. Maybe we should skip this part and concentrate on the hook shot. Look, if you're serious about this, you gotta practice. You can't just give up. Gosh, can we at least take a break? Okay. Hey, Patty, why would you want to enter a beauty contest? Because I can get a scholarship if I win, and if I get that, I can get a degree. You're going to college? Uh-huh, to study medicine or theater. Like to be a movie star? Well, I'd only do movies to win Oscars like Patricia Neal or Sidney Poitier. You like Sidney Poitier? Sure. He's a great actor, practically Shakespearean. You know what would make all the difference here? Frosted lilac.
Didn't you hear that door? Mary Elizabeth is here.
Tell her I'm not home.
Now, you know I can't do that, Renee. What's gotten into you? She's your best friend.
Come on in here, Mary Elizabeth.
Hey,
Now, if you girls need anything, I'm in the kitchen.
what happened to Mystery Day? Just got torn, it's all. It's a dumb game anyway. All the boys in it are white. So you tore it up? No, I didn't tear it up. Then who did? It was an accident. Is that why you didn't come over? I waited and waited. And then I played basketball with Patty. And then she painted my nails. What do you think? Who's Patty? Teresa's friend. Patty's really great, Renee. You'd really like her. Said that Sidney Poitier was her favorite actor. She's coming back tomorrow. Want to ride over and meet her? Not really. I told her about you, and she said that she'd paint your nails, too. Please?
Miss Jackson.
Doctor, could you identify this document, please?
It's an autopsy report.
Provided by forensic pathologist Dr. Edwin Dwyer at our request. Your Honor, in Dr. Dwyer's report, no physical trauma to the fetus was indicated as a result of the car accident.
Other than its spontaneous birth, which is in itself traumatic.
There was, however, some trauma to the fetus's esophagus. Dr. Hanley, isn't it true that intubating a preemie is often difficult and that sometimes the oxygen tube mistakenly ends up in the stomach rather than the lungs?
It happens, but I don't think that's what happened here.
But in a scenario where a preemie may have been improperly treated in the ER, one can say that the accident may have caused the fetus's birth, but not necessarily its death.
Objection, assuming facts that are not in evidence.
Sustained.
Dr. Hanley, did you ask the mother of this preemie about her own health, about drugs or drinking?
There wasn't time.
So you have no way of knowing if there were other factors which existed which may have contributed to its death?
No.
Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
Yes.
We're getting into an area where I require more information. Therefore, I'm advising the court of my intention to subpoena Miss Holloway's medical records.
This is absurd, Your Honor. The undisputed cause of death in counsel's own autopsy report was respiratory failure, which had nothing to do with the mother's health.
But we don't know that because a full toxicology report wasn't done. The fetus has subsequently been cremated. I have no choice, Your Honor.
Very well. The records could be informative.
That audience was eating out of the palm of your hand.
Really?
I'm telling you, Kel, you're amazing. Just plain amazing. Hey, let's give it up for our girls. Stand ovation and everything.
Really? He's exaggerating. I was okay.
Okay, you blew the doors off that place. Mary Elizabeth, I have never seen anything like it.
Oh, Kel, that is so great. I'm so proud of you.
I got it all on videotape. We can watch it later tonight if you want.
Oh, yeah, you better believe it. I want a full play-by-play.
How's your seminar?
Good. I even got picked to do a public reading at a cafe tomorrow.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
Coffee shop, huh? Wow. Dad can tell you what happened. I'm going to bed.
So she was great, huh?
Yeah. You'll be the next one, Shug. It's okay. She'll get over it. She's probably a little tired. Takes a lot of energy to act.
Oh, that was incredible. How'd you learn to do that?
I never will tell.
Oh. I love you. You know that?
I sure do.
Feel like a midnight snack, or should we just proceed to round two?
Well, let me see. Oh, yeah, I should get going.
What?
I have a 6 a.m. meeting, and the material is at my place.
Bill, we just made love.
No, but it's for work.
You're really doing this? Baby, it's the middle of the night.
It's late. I'm tired. Let's talk about it later, okay?
When? I hardly see you anymore.
Oh, now, don't make too much of it now.
Bill, what's wrong? Is it that I've been married before?
You know, nothing is wrong. You know, how do we do this? How do we take a perfectly good evening and end up fighting?
I didn't realize that we were.
Look, I'm sorry. I just really have to go, okay?
Okay.
I'll call you later.
Still in your boxes, huh? That's how I left you an hour ago.
Perfect. Anyone call?
No, but there's someone special waiting for you in your office.
I have been known to put in my 2 cents, even though I'm not an attorney and it's none of my business. Forgive me?
You kidding? Besides, I can only fight with one person in my life at a time.
You and Bill on the outs again?
Pulled a major guy thing on me last night. Left right after.
Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Coffee?
Did you at least talk about it? Oh, I forgot. Real men don't talk.
Not only don't they talk, they insist that nothing is wrong when something obviously is.
Well, you're just gonna have to be patient and work through it.
Oh, Ray.
Maybe my mother's right. Maybe he wants to cancel the wedding. Maybe he doesn't even like me anymore.
I can top it. My daughter hates me.
What now?
Well, you know, I went to that seminar last night instead of going to her play. And I loved it. It was so great. I got so much out of it. I wrote 11 pages this morning.
Great. What's the problem?
Does it make me a good writer but a bad mother?
Look, if Kelly is serious about acting, there'll be other performances. There's nothing wrong with putting your own needs first for a change, Emmy.
But I can't even be consistent with that. I mean, like yesterday. It was the day of the seminar, and you called and wanted pastries, and so I brought them to you, even though I had pages to finish.
Well, why'd you do that?
I don't know. Because you asked.
So say no next time. If you're writing screen calls, lock everyone out, close the door. How much is finishing your novel worth? Because if you want it that bad, that may be the price you have to pay.
I thought you didn't like your sister's friends.
Well, Patty's different. She's not stuck on herself. She likes sports and she's real nice. She even gave me these barrettes. Hey, Teresa, don't you have cheerleading practice today? Aren't you going to be late unless you leave right now?
Will you stop babbling? I'll leave when I'm good and ready.
I think she wants me to teach her my hook shot. Your little sister's a hoot.
My little sister's a freak of nature. Now, what do you think? Beehive or French twist?
Beehive, of course.
Another inch or two ought to do it.
Teresa, if my hair gets any bigger, I'm gonna look like a silly nigger.
Don't be ridiculous. Who ever heard of a blonde nigger?
Only a really stupid nigger would be dumb enough to dye his hair blonde. Can you imagine?
That's Renee. You gotta tell her to leave. Quick.
Why?
Just do it. Tell her how to leave, and I'll see her later.
Oh my God, I've got to finish my hair. I'm gonna be so late for cheerleading practice.
Well, I'm gonna go practice with them, okay?
No problem. See you later. All right.
You ready to play like a pro?
Yep.
Don't fill it with those crazy ideas. Everybody knows girls can't play basketball for a living.
I'm on a break from court. Did those medical records get here yet?
Just got here. Last physical was over a year ago. She's a smoker, but no sign of substance abuse. Get this, though. She never submitted any insurance claim for prenatal care.
Not a single doctor's appointment in 5 months of pregnancy?
Just with Dr. Redson, and his office is clear across town.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Miss Holloway. You previously testified that you're a marketing executive. How's that going?
I've been told I'm on the fast track.
I also understand that you're single. Do you plan to marry?
No.
Do you smoke?
Socially.
Your Honor, this is totally irrelevant.
Overruled for now.
You previously testified that you were on your way to see an OBGYN the day of the accident. Did this doctor tell you to quit smoking?
Actually, I hadn't seen him before.
Who had you seen?
No one.
No one. You were 5 months pregnant. You must have seen someone for checkups, ultrasound, prenatal vitamins.
Your Honor, none of this is material whatsoever.
Counsel, even I'm confused now. Care to chart your course for us?
Your Honor, if you just allow me to proceed, I assure you I'll connect the issues.
Answer the question.
No, I hadn't seen anyone.
Did you at least pick a name?
Your Honor!
Get to it, counsel, quickly.
What was the purpose of your doctor's visit that morning?
Your Honor, again, I object to this entire line of questioning.
Miss Holloway, why were you seeing an OB/GYN that day?
Miss Jackson, you are trying my patience.
I had an appointment for an abortion.
Objection! Any plans Miss Holloway had have no bearing on the fact that Mr. Garver caused the accident. Had he not, she could well have changed her mind.
Sustained. You are a heartbeat away from contempt, counselor. The jury is instructed to disregard the line of questioning and response relative to the doctor's visit.
You're really great in there.
Thank you, but we really shouldn't be talking during trial.
I was just gonna say, I think it's a shame, that's all. A selfish woman like that who puts her career before her baby's life.
Even if she didn't see you, a lot of other people did. Including me.
Oh, brother. Please leave.
We're all leaving. You two ready? Kelly, something wrong?
No, I'm fine.
Then, Daryl, why are you crying like a little baby?
Because it's none of your damn business.
Hey, watch
okay?
your mouth. Tell me what the hell's going on here.
Colleen Jensen got better, Mr. Sims. Kelly's back to being understudy.
Couldn't you still get another shot?
There are only 2 performances left.
It's over, Dad.
Oh, come here, babe.
Dad, I said I was fine.
No, you're not. I know it's tough when you get a taste of something and then they take it away. But I saw you, Kel. I know what you're capable of. We all do. You'll be back on stage in no time.
You really think so?
I can feel it in my bones. Now, we don't want to be late for the other star in the family. Your mother's reading starts in an hour. Let's go.
Dad, is it okay if we meet y'all over there?
We're gonna see a movie after. We need to take my car.
Yeah, sure. Y'all know where it is?
Yep.
I was out of cigarettes. Had been for a week. This was not unusual, except that I was 10 years old and desperate. The Juicy's Market had stood on the corner of Woodsaw and Kern since the turn of the century. Didn't look like much, white clapboard with worn yellow windows. But adventure could still be found there, along with penny candy, smokes, and in my case, a lifelong friend.
Hi. I'm sorry I didn't call first. You want to grab a bite somewhere?
I have summations tomorrow.
Look, I'm sorry, Renee, about leaving the way that I did. I just couldn't stay without feeling like I was being a little dishonest.
Being with me made you feel dishonest?
Renee, it's not you. It's me. I've gone over it 100 times in my head, and I just need to say it.
You don't want to get married?
No, of course I still want to get married.
Then what?
Okay, look. It's something that I've been ambivalent about, and I just couldn't admit to myself or you. Now, I thought I could do it, but I just don't think that there's room in my life for any more kids. At least not right now. Renee, talk to me. How you feeling? What do you think?
You don't want to know.
Look, I thought telling the truth would make things better between us.
How long have you known this? What about the plans, the assurances? Was that just lip service?
I'm sorry. Should have told you sooner. I love you, Renee. That hasn't changed.
You're up early.
Dad, Jason's out sick today, and...
I can't take you to school.
Why? You practically drive past there every day on your way in.
I am loaded with equipment. Guess you're gonna have to ask your mom.
I know what you're doing, Dad. It's like so forced.
You want to drive? Every time we get in the car, you've been bugging me, let's drive. Now all of a sudden you don't want to drive? Okay. We'll just sit here and talk then. So is this the way it's going to be from now on? Tit for tat, I don't come to your performance, so you don't come to my reading? Kel, for the last 16 years, I have not taken a bath or shaved my legs without leaving the door open, so I could hear if you all needed me. I have come to every Girl Scout meeting, every soccer game, and about 2,000 G-rated movies. At this one time, I put myself first, and yes, I missed this moment in your life. But you're not a little girl anymore. And you need to understand that I have a dream too, that I've been putting off my whole life.
I just wanted you to be there.
I'm sorry that I wasn't.
It's okay. Pretty much over it. I read what you wrote. Dad made me. You should keep writing.
Thank you.
So, did you watch my tape?
Uh-huh. You want to know what I thought? I think you found your calling.
Tragedies happen. Sometimes we can point fingers, lay blame, and sometimes we can't. Sometimes circumstances simply conspire. Wade Garver did what every one of us in this room have done at one time or another. He got distracted while driving. Not because he was drunk, not because he was angry, but because he's human. And like all of us, we make mistakes. His mistake unfortunately resulted in an accident where injury was caused to all involved. And in the midst of that terrible, terrible accident, a fetus found life, if only for 11 minutes. Isn't it sad that those few minutes would be the only life it would ever know, because that fetus had a mother who cared more about her career than anything, and a doctor who did his best, which may not have been good enough. Miss Holloway said it best when she testified that that accident was God's will, because one way or another, it's clear that that life never would have been. I ask, therefore, that you not punish Wade Garver for what was truly inevitable. I ask that you find him not guilty.
Fetus, life, it. Those are the words used to describe the victim in this tragedy. An innocent little girl. Whether or not this child's mother planned to have an abortion is irrelevant. The fact is she didn't. Given the opportunity, she may have changed her mind before stepping into that clinic. But none of that matters. Neither does the fact that this child wasn't saved by Dr. Hanley. He did what he could. And while all of us may be able to put ourselves in the defendant's shoes, none of us have the right to put ourselves in God's shoes. But the defendant did just that when he chose to carelessly drive through a red light. And because he was late, because he wanted a CD, a child was taken from its mother's womb. That's not God's will. It was Wade Garver's.
I tried to tell her you were a lost cause, but for some reason Patricia saw potential in you. Guess she thought you were cute in a raggedy sort of way.
Where is Patty? She's supposed to teach me her hook shot.
She went home, of course.
She did? Why?
Because when she asked about your so-called best friend, I told her what you had apparently forgot to, that she was colored.
You did? What'd she say?
She said, ooh, what do you think she said? Guess you could say bye to your stupid ball team.
Shut up and leave me alone, Teresa.
She agreed to give you one more chance if you promised to stop associating with coloreds. Small price to pay, if you ask me. What's it gonna be, Spaz?
I kind of like the dud, even though he's supposed to mean you lose. You still want me to meet your friend Patty? She's pretty busy with her Miss Magnolia stuff. Besides, she's more my sister's friend than mine. Is she still gonna help you make the basketball team? Nah, I can do it myself. Which boy do you like, Renee? Well, none of them are really my type. What are you doing? There, now he looks like Sidney Poitier at the Oscars. Want to play again? Sure.
I feel sick to my stomach.
Me too.
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Bailiff. Mr. Garver, please rise. On the count of vehicular manslaughter, how does the jury find?
We find the defendant, Wade Garver, not guilty.
Go home.
Remember the first...
Hello? You there? Just wanted to check on you, see how you were feeling. But I guess you're out. Okay, well, give me a call later. Bye.
Now, last week, great fence. Remember that? Now, what I want to do is take that same concept.
We're not in, so leave a message and we'll get back to you.
You there? I mean, you never go out. I know you're there. I need to talk about Bill, about kids. Not right now doesn't mean forever, does it? Oh, come on, Emmy. Pick up, please. Oh, wait. You're probably writing. Good for you. Don't stop. I'll be fine. We'll all be fine.
So we told Kelly if she wanted a car, she'd have to get a job, which I think put that quest to bed, because that would mean precious time away from Jason.
He seems like a sweet kid.
So did the Menendez brothers. Does Bill run checks on people?
Forget it. Besides, Bill is in Virginia at a forensic convention. He left yesterday.
All right.
Guess he didn't call me last night or this morning.
I thought that was the idea.
Yeah, but I didn't expect him to actually do it.
Excuse me. Could I have some butter?
I'm not a waitress.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw your skirt and your blouse, and I'm sorry.
I guess we all look alike, don't we?
Well, what's her problem? Can you believe that?
I mean...
What? What?
Nothing.
What?
It was kind of racist.
How was that racist?
You just assumed because she was a black woman dressed like that she was a waitress?
Oh, give me a break.
There was a white woman 5 feet away dressed almost the same way. You didn't even see her.
What a load of crap. I just wanted some butter. I wasn't paying attention. If I'd seen the white woman first, I would have asked her.
Are you sure?
You're paranoid.
I am. In what way?
In every way.
So racism doesn't exist?
Did you hear me say that? Did anyone hear me say that? Yes, racism exists, but not here. And not 2 minutes ago when I simply hurled a plea for butter into the universe in hopes of having a little something to put on my breadstick. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Renee. You know I didn't do it on purpose.
Right now? No, I don't know that. Can we just drop it?
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
And I'm not a racist.
Amy, drop it.
You have a little lettuce in your hair.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. It isn't now. I'll be gone alone.
So this whole fight's about butter?
It's not about the butter. Renee and I were in the exact same moment, but in completely different realities. Now, I think she's oversensitive. She thinks I'm clueless.
Is this all the mail?
Yeah. Make me a sandwich, too, would you? I lost my appetite at lunch.
Why do you all talk about that stuff?
Because I want to understand it.
But you know it's going to end up in a fight. You know from the get-go that's going to get nasty. It's just stuff you shouldn't talk about, like politics, religion, and race.
Exactly, which is why I'd make a great article. I really think I can sell this. Race relations at the turn of the millennium, something like that.
But what about your novel?
Yeah, I'm working on this, but this is driving me nuts. I mean, if me and my best friend, who is black, for God's sake, cannot figure this out, where is the hope? Why can't we get past this?
Birmingham has a black mayor, a black majority in the city council, black congressman. I'd say we were past it.
I'm gonna see what Glenn says.
Glenn, your boss from the magazine, the guy who fired you, that's who you can try to sell the article to?
Yeah.
Woo! I love your style, lady.
Oh, sweetie, hold on a minute.
Hey, buddy. Oh, yes.
Didn't you have on a different suit this morning?
I had a little run with some blue cheese dressing. Did Bill call? Did you reschedule my 3 o'clock?
Next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Renee, we need to talk. I'll see you tonight, darling.
I know what this is all about. I won't bring Buddy in anymore, I promise. It's just that she's not used to the new house, and
Renee.
she gets lost, I think. It's so big, and I hear her little feet clicking.
Tomorrow's my last day. I tried to tell you this morning, but you were so busy. I wanted to, Ray and I got married this weekend.
They're moving to Brazil.
Brazil?
Where they'll live the winter months.
Good for her.
What is so funny?
Odessa beating you to the altar.
She didn't beat me to the altar. It's not a contest. I happen to think it's great.
Well, sure you do.
Wait a second. What is that supposed to mean, sure you do?
Renee, I don't know exactly what happened, but I know Bill canceled your wedding.
We
and
both
so a little
postponed our
jealousy,
wedding.
a
I
little
am not
envy. It's
jealous or
understandable.
envious for your information. I couldn't be happier
If
for
you say
Odessa.
so.
I say so.
Okay. But now you and I, we have to hire someone.
I have to hire someone. You're just renting an office. Remember, I wanted to let you know what was going on. I'm going to start interviewing tomorrow.
I know a couple of girls who might want the job.
I'm not here looking for a job. You were right to fire me. I deserved it, and I just want to say once again that I apologize for my behavior.
If you don't want a job, then why are you here?
To pitch you an idea about an article I want to write.
In other words, a job.
A writing assignment. Is it okay if I pitch it?
Haven't thrown you out yet, have I?
What is the #1 topic of discussion in America today?
School violence.
Okay, the #2. Race.
What's your angle?
The conflict between the races.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Too broad.
How we don't understand each other.
Still, too broad.
My best friend is black. We've known each other since we were 10. We grew up during the movement in the 60s. She's closer to me than my own sister. Today she called me a racist. Now, this country has come a long way, but we still have a very big problem between the races, and it's 1999, and we still don't even know how to talk to each other. Is that still too broad?
Are you a racist?
I don't think so.
You ever use the N-word?
Yes. Does that make me a racist?
I don't know, but that's your story.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a nigger by his toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. My mama told me to pick the very best one, so out you go, you dirty dish rag, you.
Looks like it's mine.
That's not fair. I'm the one who found it.
Because I'm the one who told you to dust under the magazines. Now I can buy the Beatles' new 45. Thank you, Spaz. Luke, what are you doing here?
Missed you.
Why don't you go play or something? I'll finish the dusting.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Go get an ice cream cone.
I don't have any money.
She gave you the whole $1.
I bet they're kissing right this second. Come on, let's go get our ice cream. Spy on them. I'm gonna try a peppermint twist. Chocolate. What are you gonna get?
What are you doing, Mary Elizabeth? Are you two together?
Huh?
Are you going to answer me, girl? They don't serve colors here. Now get on out the back door.
By law, they have to serve us.
What's your name?
Renee Jackson.
She's my friend, Uncle Jimmy. And Mama and Daddy know her, and it's all right if we play together. So you better not be mean to us.
Now, is that right? You say your name was Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Any relation to James Jackson?
He's my father.
So the uppity nigger lawyer's got an uppity nigger daughter. I said go home, monkey. Are you sure your parents know about this?
Yes, sir.
Well, if they turn into nigger lovers, I'm gonna have to hear that for myself. So why don't you get your butt home and tell your daddy I'm coming over?
Well, you gotta admit that things are a hell of a lot better today.
I get so tired of hearing that.
Oh, come on. I have been with you 100 times, 1,000 times when somebody was hateful to you. Today, this city is not the same. Things are not the same.
I agree, but don't think that freedom and equality are the same thing either.
I don't. But that goes across the boards for women, other minorities, everybody, unless you're a white male. I swear, y'all think you own oppression, and I know I'm generalizing, so don't jump up and start yelling at me about that, too.
Only a certain kind of oppression. Okay, look, yes, you and I can both experience sexism. When was the last time you experienced racism? And it's not just white hoods and Nazis and skinheads. Come on, buddy. It's the subtle stuff you don't even think about that happens every day, like the butter.
Here you go again with the damn butter.
There's a part of you that looks at a black person and sees a servant. Why can't you just admit that?
Because it's not true.
Maybe that's Bill.
You are worse than Kelly.
It's the damn phone.
Hey, you loud up there?
Hello? You have the wrong number.
I have to.
Yeah, so's castor oil.
Somewhere in the area of you calling me a racist.
I did not call you a racist. I said you did a racist thing.
So show me.
Show you what?
I want to walk a mile in your moccasins, so to speak. Follow you around.
I don't think so.
I want to understand this. I mean, how else can I do it next to dyeing my skin black? Hey, now there's an idea. I could call it Black Like M.E.
Is this for that article?
Yeah. How about tomorrow?
No. I'm in court all morning, and I have got to find a replacement for Odessa.
Hey, I've got an idea. You need an assistant, Kelly needs a job, and I need to know where my daughter is. You could just fill in, you know, take the pressure off. Meet you after court. Excuse
For your information, I'm a third-year law student.
I didn't mean to offend you, and I can understand how you might have
You
felt that
understand how I felt.
No. But I didn't mean to. You see, I've been talking to my best friend who, believe it or not, happens to be black.
Do me a favor and don't start listing your credentials.
I just want to tell you that it was an honest mistake, and I didn't mean to insult you.
You're insulting me now. That you get it. You think you know what I'm feeling? Well, I would rather deal with a white person who knows that they're racist than someone who pretends to think that we're all the same, because we are not.
Okay, you know what? You can kiss my white ass. I'm trying to be a civilized person here.
Mary Elizabeth, is everything all right?
And what are you, huh? Her mammy?
Excuse me?
Why don't you go and put a rag on that straight hair, because you ain't nothing but a house nigga.
What an unbelievable bitch. I wanted to just knock her head off. Didn't you want to just knock her head off?
Yes.
Talk about a racist. We should have just knocked her head off.
Smart-ass kid with a chip on his shoulder. Probably been through a lot.
What are you making excuses for?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Oh, it's okay for her to hate me because I'm white, but I can't hate her because she's black.
It's absolutely not okay. But you probably haven't been hurt as much as she has. I've been there, okay? Mad at the world. It builds up after a while. See that woman in the green sweater? She won't sit down next to that guy.
Maybe she wants to stand.
She wants to sit.
You don't know that.
It's like radar. I can't explain it. It's like that sense you get when people won't look at you, but you know they've seen you. Watch people. Black men get it the most, but it happens to all of us. Did you see that?
It's the way he's dressed. It's about the whole package.
A white kid dressed exactly the same way is not as threatening to people, and you know it.
I don't like to get in the elevator with men, period. White men, black men, it's men. It's not about color at all.
In this country, it's always about color. I need to go pick up a wedding gift for Odessa. Want to come? And it's not just here in the South either. It was the same thing in D.C. I remember one day I was security guard, white, looks at me and says, "May I help you?" I said, "Well, no, thanks." He steps out and goes, "May I help you?"
Well, why didn't you just tell him you worked there?
It was the way he said it. And besides, I shouldn't have to explain myself.
Why not? He didn't know who you were. He was just doing his job.
Maybe you are right. Maybe I am paranoid. When was the last time you had to think about race?
I don't know.
Well, I'm forced to think about it almost every day. Why was that person rude to me? Was it because I'm black? Why did that sales girl wait on that white woman before me? That guy looking at me like that because I'm a black woman getting into a Mercedes, or is he just a jerk having a bad day?
He's a jerk having a bad day. You want to rock his world? Kiss me.
No tongue.
So when you hire me, I'll not only give you stock tips, but I can also teach you how to juggle.
I'll make a decision by the end of the week. Lakeisha, it was great to meet you.
I want this job, Miss Jackson. I know I can learn from you, and you can count on me to keep you on time, organized, up to date with legal research. And did I tell you I have a 4-point grade average?
I think you did.
Not to mention the juggling.
I'll let you know.
That's the last one. Got any candidates?
I liked her. There were a few others. How are you doing?
Great. Odessa showed me the computer and your calendar. Oh, we got some messages. 2 from my mom.
Dinner tomorrow night, sure.
Kelly is up to speed and ready to go.
So are you, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you out with your stuff.
Thanks for the lingerie, Renee. It's really beautiful.
I'm gonna miss you.
Now, this is not goodbye. Ray has business here all the time, so we'll be back. In fact, I'll be back for your wedding, whenever it is. I promise.
It's a deal.
Hey! Oh, I'm sorry. Rice wedding. Meant for me. Office is closed.
It's okay, Odessa. I've got it. Go, go.
I owe you an apology for yesterday.
You sure as hell do.
I'm sorry.
What's changed since yesterday?
To be honest, I found out you have a job opening. I didn't recognize you, and I was having a horrible day, and I lost it in a situation I should have kept under control. Have you ever lost it? I'm asking for an interview, just 5 minutes of your time.
If Renee wants to hire that psychopath, it's up to her. But don't leave her alone with that woman.
It's only an interview tomorrow, Mom. I wish I could work full-time for Renee. It is so cool. Jackson Law Firm, may I help you?
Saw the mail?
Yep. What's with the mail watch?
I'm gonna go call Jason.
Collier?
Oh, Jack Davidson said he was sending me a check that was going to cover this job I did for him a couple months back. I'm sure he's good for it. Better be.
Oh, you gonna give him?
Hopefully one day. What's for dinner?
Pizza, I'm on a roll here. I gotta get this out. I mean, you know, we walk through every day pretty much invisible. You know what? I mean, we never have to think about being white. When was the last time you thought about being white? Yeah, you see? And this stuff goes so deep, and it's all mixed up in the past with slavery and what we went through as kids. I mean, do you ever think about those days?
Little as possible.
Well, I think about them. I called Uncle Jimmy today.
What?
He's the worst racist I've ever known. He wasn't at home.
Don't you be calling him back, Mary Elizabeth. You cut him out of your life years ago with good reason.
Daddy saw him last year. He was in the hospital. Something with his heart.
Man has no heart.
He wasn't born with all... Where does that start? Where did it start with my parents, with me?
So Renee's right? You're a racist?
I don't know. I know my family's racist, or used to be. And I know I can be stupid.
Calling your Uncle Jimmy was stupid. You're crazy. You opened that door back up again.
What if you tell us your parents and they won't let us be friends anymore? Then we'll just sneak around like we used to. We shouldn't have to be sneaking around in me. I don't know why your family hates me so much.
What'd you say, Renee? Did I hear you say that Mary Elizabeth's family hates you?
Well, Miss Jackson, they're getting a lot better. My dad even said that Renee can come over and play in the backyard now.
Renee, you no longer sit in the back of buses or play in backyards. And until you are welcome in that home, you don't go there. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I am sorry that you had to hear this, Mary Elizabeth. Do you know why we have to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
You are welcomed here anytime. And I know that one day, maybe, when you girls are as old as I am, your parents will welcome Renee into their home. Maybe even make supper for her. You girls be good. I'm going to the store.
Bye, Mama. My parents fixing you supper. That'd be something to see, wouldn't it? My daddy says by the end of the summer, me girls will be able to go anywhere we want in the whole United States. No one can stop us. That mean you can live wherever you want? I think so. When we grow up, we can have a house right next door to each other.
You want to live on a farm, Emmy?
Yep, with lots of horses and a creek to go fishing in.
Well, I'm going to live in a penthouse in New York. What if I make a special batch of cookies just for Uncle Jimmy?
I never thought I would see this day.
You think I like it? I just hope it's just a phase and she'll grow out of it.
You let her run around with niggas, she's gonna end up in some shack with nigger babies catching supper off her front porch.
Oh, Jimmy O'Brien, you're horrible. What's the harm with her having a little colored friend? We never let her in the house. They play tetherball in the backyard. What are you so gosh darn afraid of?
Oh, he's more worried about her daddy.
James Jackson don't scare me.
Well, the paper says he's going to sue the department. And if he wins, there'll be colors on the force by the end of the year.
Citizens here don't want coloreds on the police force. They're calling up all scared, upset. Some of them so mad at Jackson, they want to lynch him. Be ashamed something happened we couldn't protect him.
You mean old grouch. You want another highball, honey?
What are you doing, Spaz?
Just the girl I wanted to see. Thank you for the cookies, Peanut.
Renee and I made them just special for you.
Eating colored cookies. How they taste now, Jimmy?
Who cares? Baking takes out all the contamination. I learned that in home ec.
I never really thought about it, but I could be a lawyer, couldn't I?
Hello, you can be anything you want to be. I've only told you that 5,000 times. You work for Renee 2 days and you get it.
You've got a quick mind, Kelly. Couple of years' experience. I wouldn't want to face you in a courtroom. Why are we making so much food? I mean, there's like tons of food.
Oh, Grandma and Grandpa are coming over.
I invited your mother, too.
My mother and your parents? Are you crazy?
Don't you think it's time they got together?
No.
What's the big deal?
Well, it's complicated, Kelly.
I can't believe you did this.
Well, you've been home over a year now. I thought it was time for the families to get together.
They have met before, right?
A couple of times, all disasters.
Oh, that was a long time ago. People change.
This is a bad idea, Emmy. Bad.
Renee, my parents love you now. They'll feel the same way about your mother.
What about the way my mother feels about them?
You're acting like she hates them or something. Your mother hates my parents?
She's not their biggest fan, Emmy.
I get it.
Wait a minute. What are we gonna do?
We? What do you mean, we, white man?
What's wrong?
Guess who all's coming for dinner, honey? It's your mother.
This is ridiculous, Emmy.
Well, is she gonna be upset?
If you leave her standing out on the front porch much longer, yes.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Hey. Hey, Mama.
Hey, baby. Oh, some sure does smell good. Hey, Kaya.
Hey, sir.
How are you? Oh, Mary Elizabeth, you look lovely.
Thank you.
Hey, Kelly. Oh, don't shut that door. Matt and Catherine are coming.
Matt and Catherine?
Well, your parents pulled up right behind me.
Daddy, Mama.
Kid. Sarah. How are you?
Good to see you, Matt. Catherine. It's good to see you, Sarah.
Well, hey, let's all go to the living room, get a drink.
All right.
I'm hoping we have a mild winter.
Paper had a big article on it. Says it's gonna be wet, lots of rain. Worse than last year.
We gotta get the back window in the minivan fixed. Drips every time it rains.
Grandpa, could you pass some potatoes, please? Thanks.
Weather lately has been beautiful.
Haven't even needed a sweater yet.
Gets a bit chilly in the evening.
I love this weather. No, Catherine's right. It is getting chilly at night.
Winter'll be here before you know it.
Ready for some meat down there, boy?
Sure. Kelly says you're writing an article for the Birmingham Voice. What's it about?
Huh?
Your article. What's it about?
Gardening. can't believe I chickened out.
Glad you did.
I couldn't even say the word. Racism. My article is about racism. Why couldn't I say the word?
Because you're smart.
We talked about the weather for 3 hours.
Because we're smart. What you want to talk about? The good old days?
Yes. I mean, I've never even discussed it with my parents. I've tried. You'd think I was asking them about their sex life.
Here's a short conversation.
How can I write about something if I'm afraid of it?
I'm telling you, it's better just to bury all that stuff, Mary Elizabeth. Forget about it.
They think we should just forget it ever happened. Well, I won't forget about it.
I didn't know you were still this angry.
You didn't need to know. Seeing them tonight, my stomach is still upset.
I'm so sorry, Mama. You sure did a good job of hiding it.
Well, I'm tired of hiding it. They owe us an apology. The way those people treated you, treated me, your father, we should have just turned around and walked out that door.
They're different people now.
Maybe. I can't forget it. Can you? Whose idea was that dinner anyway?
Guess.
That girl's heart is in the right place, but her mind needs work.
I do believe you've lost your man there, Elizabeth. Now turn that tape recorder off, please. I do not intend to talk about the past or your...
Be honest if I'm going to write this article.
Are you going to mention us?
Maybe.
There is such a thing as family privacy, Mary Elizabeth.
Mama, I know this is hard, and I know we've never really talked about this before.
What is there to talk about? Those were horrible days.
Do you remember the night that Mrs. Jackson came over to the house? Renee had been hurt, and she wanted to thank you for taking Renee to the hospital, and you wouldn't let her in the house?
Oh, that's not true, Mary Elizabeth.
Yes, it is. I was there.
I'm sure it was just late.
Do you remember that you wouldn't let Renee in the house? We had to play in the backyard.
And how many people would have allowed that?
She was over all the time, you know. We played Twister, watched TV. She was there a lot.
Those were different times. I don't know what you want me to say.
I want you to say, write this article.
No. I'm sorry. And I am asking you not to mention any of us. Please.
I can't write this article, Glenn. It hits too close to home. It brings up too many ghosts, and I can't write it honestly anyway, because it means that my family and friends would have to bring up all these old memories that are better off dead, and I can't do that to them or me. I have an uncle in the Ku Klux Klan, or he was. I guess he still is. I don't know. And I was going to talk to him and try to find out why he hates so much. But what good would it do? And why would I even want to try to understand something that is irrational and evil? And it's way too complex an issue. I don't have anything but my own experience, and what do I know anyway? So I can't write this article.
If it scares you this much, Mary Elizabeth, that's why you have to write it.
I know.
I know you know.
I'll have it to you on Monday.
I'll know on Friday.
Thanks for your time. You know now, don't you? I don't have the job.
I don't know who has the job.
Like I said, it was a bad day.
I've had bad days. You were harsh. You need to watch the attitude.
I know. Is that woman really your best friend?
Yes?
Well, I couldn't do it.
What? Be friends with a white woman?
Could never really trust her.
Now I just have to make a decision. Are you sure you don't want to quit school and come work for me full time?
I wish. You want me to help you? We could go through all the resumes.
Renee! I want you to meet a friend of mine. This is Veronica.
Hello?
Honey, how are you? I got my resume right here.
The position's already been filled.
Let me try to change your mind. Where do you want to talk in here?
She doesn't know the word no.
Does she know how to dial 911? Because I just might kill you right here.
Nobody's gonna get hurt, Mary Elizabeth. They bombed her church. 4 of her friends died. A lot more's happened than just getting hurt, Collier. And I hate it.
Look, my dad says it's just a matter of time before the colors are everywhere.
What do you think?
The only colored I know is Renee. Hey, did you hear that? It sounded like a little kitten over here.
Well, don't you think that Renee should be able to go anywhere that we can go?
Yeah, I guess, but people are gonna get mad, Mary Elizabeth. You know that from the get-go.
But she shouldn't have to be worried about someone lynching her daddy. I don't see any kitten.
I guess I was wrong. You gonna tell Renee?
I already told her.
That's not true, Renee.
Her uncle is in the Klan, Mama.
They are not gonna hurt your daddy.
You don't know that. I want him to come home.
He'll be home in a few days.
For that stupid trial? Why does Daddy have to try the case? Why can't someone else do it? Please, Mama, I don't want him to die.
I know, baby, I know.
Talk to him, Mama, please.
I'll talk to him, Renee. I'll talk to him. You just calm down.
I hate Emmy's Uncle Jimmy. I hate him.
Down at the corner dairy dip, they sold soft ice cream for a dime. White people ordered from the front. The side was for the colored line.
Okay, you bastard. Let's talk.
Because they were a different race. We spent hot summer afternoons out at the public swimming pool, where the privileged and the few played on an island of cool blue. Brown children watched outside the fence, never made one bit of sense.
Peanut? Doctor says I may need a pacemaker. I'm going in to get some tests next week. I feel great.
You sure you should be mowing the lawn?
Oh, you know me. Got to keep busy. How's Collier?
Good.
Kids?
Great. Kelly's 16. Davis is 13 now.
You ever going to get to meet him? Yeah. Been over 20 years, Peanut. What brings you out here?
Wanted to see if you changed.
Gotten a few years older.
Changed your feelings about black people.
Changed my feelings? No. Why, did you come out here to change them for me?
Just to try and understand them. I'm writing an article for a magazine.
About me?
About racism.
What you call racism, I call patriotism. What do you need to know? I got my own website, Peanut. I get 20, 30,000 hits a day. People from all over the country. You ought to read my mail. You want to know what good, decent people are thinking.
30,000.
Here's one from Omaha. I'm sick of everybody putting down the Klan. We hate nobody. We only want to stand up for our white race. But Jews, Spics, and niggers want to steal our women and populate the world with mixed mongrel babies. What is happening to our country?
And does standing up for your race include violence?
We're at war, Peanut. Things are worse now than they've ever been, but we're going to take America back. Make it the country our founding fathers intended it to be.
White.
That's right. Our founding fathers and God. Was the devil made the nigger and all the other mud races.
Who are you? How could you be my father's brother? Grandma Otis would never have put up with this crap. What is the matter with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
How could you believe this?
It's the laws of nature. The biggest, the strongest, the smartest of the species survives and has the power. Everybody knows that. We, the white race, have the power. We're responsible for all the science, the art, the culture, the inventions, everything that made this country what it is. We're giving that power away. And that's got to stop.
I have to go.
Truth too hard to hear?
This is a mistake. I never want to see you again. You need help. You need some real help.
Tell Renee Jackson I said hello.
What's that supposed to mean?
I seen a picture in the paper. She took over her daddy's law firm, didn't she?
Why do you care?
You still friends?
Yes.
It's not good, Peanut. I had a chance to kill that little nigger a long time ago, and I didn't take it. It's a good thing about getting old. Gives us time to correct our mistakes.
He said he was going to kill you.
What else is new?
It was a clear warning, Renee. He's crazy. I mean, really crazy. I mean, take a gun and go kill people crazy.
I'm not afraid of your Uncle Emmy.
Well, I am. He's like some festering sore just sitting in front of that computer all day, just marinating in hate.
Marinating in hate?
That's pretty good, huh? I think I'll use that for my article.
So you are gonna write it?
Under a pseudonym. Just kidding. Although if my mother had her way, that's exactly what I'd do.
Look, these just came for you.
Carnations.
Are they from Bill?
Let's see. I miss you.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, at least he was thinking of you.
I don't know, Emmy. I think the romance is gone.
Oh, come on, you're just going through a rough time.
Carnations.
What? If he got you roses, that would mean that he cared more?
Yes. Things are changing, Emmy. Maybe we're just settling in, or maybe this is the beginning of the end. I don't know. But it's changing. Yeah.
Michelle Brooks is here.
Okay. It's your favorite angry black woman.
Great. Is there a back way out of here?
Call me later. Thanks for coming in.
Mom?
Shh. Please, have a seat.
I hope this means I got the job.
No, I'm going to hire someone else, Michelle. I wanted to tell you why.
I don't need a lecture.
Yeah, you do. Because you've got to get off of it, girl. The white man did this to me. The white man did that to me. I know you've been hurt. We've all been hurt. But at some point, you've got to let it go.
Whatever.
Look. I'm a couple years older than you, and this is what I've learned. You want to be really free? You have to free your mind. Because if you don't, the hate will destroy you. You've got a great future. You're smart, sharp. You may need to toughen up a little bit. The only person you're hurting is you. And for the record, that white woman, my friend, you called a racist? She has marched beside me, sat in jail beside me, stood beside me at a time when it could have cost her her life. You better believe I trust her. I grew up with her. Now you grow up.
Hey, boss.
You left out all the horrible things that I did.
I decided to write about the woman who took a black child to an all-white hospital and demanded help. You must have been scared out of your mind.
Renee was hurt.
It was incredibly brave.
What did Renee say about the article?
She said I did a good job.
You did.
Even the part where I talk about having relatives in the Klan.
I'm not crazy about that part. But Jimmy certainly doesn't keep it a secret, so why should I worry about it?
You ask me if I ever think about those days. Of course I do, and of course I'm ashamed.
Well, I did some things I'm not very proud of either.
It's a wonder you and Renee managed to stay friends through all this.
We can't be friends any longer, Emmy. It's too dangerous. We just have to be more careful. We're moving back to Detroit. What? Why? Because we hate it here. I can't even get an like you. Way? You're not better than me, Emmy. I know that. Never said that I was. I have to go. Will I ever see you again?
We're not moving back to Detroit, Renee.
I hate it here.
Renee.
I hate my life.
That's why I'm doing this, Renee. That's why we're fighting. And that's why we're staying in this city. So that this feeling you have, your fear and anger and frustration and the pity, you'll never feel that. This time next Birmingham Police Force. That's change.
Do you have to do the case, Daddy?
Yes. At least it'll keep me home for a while. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Night.
No check yet?
No check. Damn it. I don't want to take this to the bill collector, but what am I supposed to do?
What's Jack say? Checks in the mail?
Basically. I got 1 month's payroll left, and then I gotta let the crew go. I let the crew go, I gotta let the business go.
Well, how much does he owe you?
40,000.
40,000? If you don't take this up with the collection agency, I will.
I got time, Mary Elizabeth. I'll figure this out.
Collier.
What? Jack is a good guy. He'll pay up.
Collection agency, Collier. Do not mess with this. What is that yellow glow on the wall?
What the hell?
Collier! Collier! My God!